Yo, what's up, everybody? Yeah, quick fun fact. Yeah, in light of all the bank drama that is going on, I think you like this one. So, an Italian banker by the name of Gilberto Bastiera. Well, I just know I murdered this guy's name. Well, he's considered like the modern day Robin Hood. Why, you might ask? Because over the period of 7 years, this guy managed to divert 1 million euros to poor clients, like from the wealthy ones. He'd just be taking small from here, small from here, and was pushing it into the accounts of the poorest clients. And he did this to help them like qualify for loans and stuff like that, just so that they can make ends meet, basically. And he did this over a period of 7 years, 1 million euros. Well, he got figured out eventually in 2018, and he managed to get away like from jail. He avoided jail and just got like with a plea bargain because they discovered that he didn't make any profit from it. He did it just to help people. Oh, my Igbo brothers, are you seeing your mates? One Emeka in one bank now will just be there siphoning funds anyhow, just for himself alone, just sending it to his brother's account. His brother in Malaysia, his brother in China or somewhere. Gilberto, please come and work in the bank I use, please. I need you. I'm one of the people you help. I need. Okay, welcome to another episode of The Talking Phoenix, and it's your host, the host with the most, Holy Ghost. Yeah, I don't know, that thing was something I just blotted out in the first episode, and it kind of stuck. I'm the host with the most, Holy Ghost, because I'm those. All right, moving on. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about open-mindedness. Do you have an open mind? Or are you open-minded? If it's open, how open is it? Basically, just the concept of open-mindedness. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so what made me think of or dive into this topic is I'm a sales rep, and many times in our job, we sell ideas or pitch ideas to people and get them to like buy those ideas, yeah? And you get taught things like how to handle objections, how to work with people who are not like down with your idea at the time and all of that. But sometime this week, you're listening to this on Monday, so sometime last week, I was talking to a customer or client, and the idea of how the product in question would become marketed online. And then he says, no, this is not going to work, and it's not possible. Nobody's going to accept it, and it's not something he can do. That thing is just total rubbish and everything. So I was trying to say, okay, I get your point, but then these are the advantages it could bring. This is how it can help your business and all that. And he wasn't even having it. He was like, no, this is just no. Like, I couldn't talk. And then it gets to the point where they say, all of you young people, you don't know anything. And I was like, okay. So he has his mindset on the physical market of it and not the digital market of it. And it got me thinking, this is how many people view life in so many ways. And in so many ways, many of us are like close-minded to some certain things. Being open-minded or close-minded can happen in different aspects of our life. Sometimes it's even in the smallest of things. Some people are not even willing to be able to change from light mode to dark mode on their phone. It's that deep, because everybody is set in their ways at some level. Everybody is set in their ways at some degree or some level. And then your ability to do something else apart from like what you are used to or what you do on a regular is what makes you open-minded. So basically that's what open-mindedness is. It's your willingness to consider ideas or things that are different from your own belief. open-mindedness. But then, here's the big question. At what point does keeping an open mind and trying out new things become being influenced against your standards or like against your principles? At what point does it turn from being open-minded or trying new things to being influenced against your laid down principles or things that you live by, your code, basically? Or is that normal? Is that a normal part of the open-mindedness, or is that a normal part of trying new things? But then there are some areas in our lives that we feel the need to be closed-minded, or there's like a need to be closed-minded. There are some things that people hold dear, and they've said, this is how I will live until I die. There's no changing it. Talk about areas like religion. Yeah, I can say I'm not going to consider other religions because I believe in my religion, and till I die that is what I will practice. You get? It can also be like in the feeding habits. Some people will be like, oh no, I'm vegan, yeah, and I'm not going to eat meat until I die. Stuff like that. So in cases like that, some people can choose to be closed-minded. Like they already have a code or a principle to live by. Yeah. And then they're not willing to compromise or try out new things, which is understandable. But then there are some other areas where, like I said, everybody is stuck in their ways. And sometimes we do this without even realizing it. Yeah. Areas like music, again, it's different for everybody. Everybody has the level of flexibility or willingness to compromise in whatever area is different for everybody. Some people feel like they have to listen or feel the need to listen to one particular type of music or one particular genre of music, and anything outside that is just wrong for them. Yeah, I used to be like that at some point. I'd be like, no, I don't listen to Niger songs. Well, in my secondary school days, I'm like, nah, I don't listen to Niger songs. I used to be forming all foreign, you get. And then, like, come on, who was I listening to? Growing up, I was like, when I started listening to, it's not like you wouldn't listen to, but then, like, I was trying not to have, but then I started exploring Niger songs, and I realized, man, there's gold, and it started getting better, you get. And then now, man, you can't just do it without the Afro vibe. Also, dressing. Some people feel they have to dress one type of way. Maybe it's the way they are comfortable with or something like that. Also, like in picking a spouse or a partner, so I'll be like, oh no, I can't date. I can't marry somebody who is not Igbo. I can't marry somebody who is not from my village. I can't marry somebody who is not like Fulani. Do you get? All of this, we are shutting our minds, we're shutting our minds off from like other aspects of things, and then we're just focused on that one. Do you get? And then you get to miss out on things. Take, for example, you walk into a room, yeah, and then you just keep staring at the ceiling fan. Like, from the beginning of your entrance into that room to the end, you keep staring at that ceiling fan. You get to miss out on like the beauty of the windows. Probably you won't see the railings in the windows. You probably won't see the decorations on the chair. You probably won't see the color of the curtains. Like you miss out on some details that make up the entire room because you're focused on the fan. So everybody has reasons for stuff, but then to get like the beauty of things in entirety, it's good to like open your options and then try new things. Do you get? So when you're being closed-minded, yeah, you're limiting your actions or whatever to your own beliefs or things you're used to, yeah, your habits that you're used to, and all of these things are a product of our experiences. Yeah, probably you wear this shirt and then you get compliments every time you wear the shirt, and then you say, oh no, this is good for me, this is me, and then you just keep doing that and doing that and doing that. Yeah, granted, you look good in that shirt, yeah, but then there are tons of other things that you could also look good in. Do you get? But then So all of those things are like a product of our experiences and to a large extent as well, our environment. The first step to trying new things is to change your environment, in my point of view, or in my own opinion. Because if you change your environment, you begin to see things like from a different perspective. It's like you're used to sitting and watching the movie from the side or from the front. And then you sit on the side. You're watching the same movie, but then it's like a different perspective you get. So sometimes change environment. All right, okay, let me tell you this. When I was serving, I did my NYC in Kano. Yeah, and then I taught. So I was a teacher, yeah, and then I taught some students. So at some point, I was asking them some questions. I was like, how many of you have traveled out of the state, Kano? So a lot of people were raising their hands, and I was like, okay, where did you travel to? And then they said, one said Sabongeri, and another person shouted Taroni, and this, they were basically calling out other local governments in Kano State. So Kano is really big. It has 44 local governments, I think. So they were just calling other local governments in Kano State, and I realized many of them had not traveled out of Kano State. At best, they had gone to Kaduna and come back. I'm sure you'd say they are just kids, but then it stretches out to adults and things like that. You talk to some of them and you realize that some of them have not left like the state. Many of them they just like stay around, and then university in Kano State, at most ABU's area, and then they're just around. So all of this forms like their own opinions and beliefs you get. So, and then staying in one place doesn't necessarily mean you're not open-minded. You get. I'm just saying change of environment is like forceful exposure to new things, basically. So it's like that thing that pushes the first domino, yeah, and then other things begin to fall in place. It's possible for people to change environment constantly and still be closed-minded. They still keep to their own routines and everything. So, like, being open-minded, for me, it leads to growth, because you can't keep doing the same things. Yeah, you'd be perfect in those same things and all of that, but then you won't really grow. Do you get? You won't really experience the bigger picture. You wouldn't really, people who are open-minded experience more things, and I feel know more things and stuff. So I'm just saying this to everybody who is scared. Yeah, you're scared of trying out that new job. You're scared of trying out the new type of dressing. You're scared of talking to people. You're scared of using dark mode. You're scared of trying out podcasts. Please start listening to mine first. You're scared of getting like in a car and traveling. You're scared of, although some people actually do not do certain things for valid reasons. Some might say they are vegan because if they eat meat, they might die. I don't know. It's possible. It can be a case. Some people might not eat peanuts. Allergies. I don't know. There are valid reasons why people don't do some certain things. You get? And some people it's just out of like their staunch belief, or I'm not this type of person. Good and fine. What I'm just saying is try to be open-minded. Try to try out new things. Try to not be stuck in your own ways in such a way that you miss out on the good things or other things, not necessarily the good things, or you miss out on other things in life. Just get to see the general picture of things. And then some people be like, no, I can't be with a short guy. I can't be with a dark guy. I can't marry somebody that is not from my place. I can't, if you're not this, if you're not. I'm like, come on. Do you know if the short guy you're looking for is that person that won't make you feel like trash? The short guy you're running away from. Do you know if that person that is not from your place is the one you will marry and have the eternal peace of mind and all of that? The thing is, the possibilities are endless. But then it's like you're just closing yourself to one aisle. It's like you go to the supermarket and you just want to keep shopping from one aisle. There are so many things on other aisles. There are so many other sections and segments where you can get stuff. Just all right. So I don't know. Just don't be close-minded. Basically, listen to a different kind of music. It's not every time. What am I saying? Listen to something different. Just go to your music app, search for a random artist, listen. You might like it. You might fall in love. Watch a different kind of movie. You might enjoy it. Do something different. Pick up jogging. You might eventually win a marathon. Who knows? Take up boxing. Just do something. Start playing football. Just be open-minded. Like when people say stuff. Okay, let me give you. Being open-minded is like going to check out the house. Yeah, you can come in and walk around, look at the sitting room, go into the room, sit on the desk, just observe things. Nobody is saying you must buy the house, yeah, but you're checking it out. You could check it out and be like, nah, I don't like this house. It's not my thing. Yeah, and then you move away. Good and fine. You tried it, but then you're not comfortable with it. But then you could be walking around like, check out this house. And like, nah, the area is not so good. I don't like it. But then just check out the house, yeah? And then you enter the house and it's perfect. Like it's everything you've wanted. And you love the scenery, you love the way the house is built and everything. And you're like, no, I want this. You wouldn't have known if you just like shuts it down like that. So open mind, keep an open mind and try new things out. That is what I'm preaching today. Okay, and finally, I asked the question. I said, at what point does keeping an open mind or trying out new things become going against your principles or standards or everything? The idea of trying out new things is just to be not close-minded or shut yourself out from the world in general, yeah? You have some things that are dear to you that you'd prefer they remain as they were. Don't. Your religion, your feeding, your whatever it is that is that important to you, keep it as it is. There's no fuss about it. But those other places where you are flexible enough to make change, by all means try. If you do enjoy them and life is better afterwards, good and fine. If not, it's better to have tried and lost than not to have tried at all. And please have sense in the trying new things. Please have sense. Don't go and try new things like coke and then you become addicted and your life is ruined and you say Austin told you or encouraged you. I beg and please use your head. Please use your head. That is my advice. Alright, so basically that's all I'm saying today. And I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you enjoyed my TED Talk. I feel like this was a TED Talk. I don't know why, but for some reason. Alright, so that's what we have. Don't be a stranger. Join the conversation. Let me know what you feel about the episode, what you like to listen to, and basically just for general review and feedback. And please, if you're enjoying the podcast, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also comment, write something, say something, rate. Please, all of that good stuff. Thank you. So check out our socials on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. It's at DTalkingPhoenix. The letter DTALKING Phoenix. And check out your host on Twitter. It's at 00Phoenix. Instagram is at 00_Phoenix. Catch you guys on the next episode. And don't forget, keep trying out new things. Peace out.